we're going to introduce the next technique, which is called cross hatching. And we're going to start it off the exact same way. We're going to signify our light source, and then we're going to sketch in our shape. You can use a circle, you can use a rectangle. I'm using a rectangle so that you can see what's happening more effectively. My light is coming from here, so that means my cast shadow is going to come from this side. Now, cross-hatching is very similar to hatching in that it uses diagonal lines, but the difference is that they're going to go across each other. That's why it's called cross-hatching. So you can get a similar effect using just about anything when you're cross-hatching. Like, you'd even use the letter B if you wanted and just repeat B. It's just it just goes across one another. So we're going to start with our darkest area, and we're going to add in our diagonal lines across the piece. And then you can see I'm still being too structured with my hands. Sometimes it helps if you hold your pencil further down, if you struggle with that like me. Now, the habit of people is to sharpen their pencil to a very fine point, but it actually works better for adding value when it's a little dull. Okay, so now I'm going to go across and add in some of those darker tones. And you notice that as I come across, I'm spreading them out. That's going to help add to the illusion of a change in value. Now, you may not like cross-hatching or hatching, and that may not be what you choose to use on your piece, and that's fine. Those are not techniques that I employ very often. We all have our preferences. And you just keep adding until you begin to see the change from dark to light based on your light source. Now, I'm not going to add any more because, again, I want you to have time to try this out. I do need to go in and add my cast shadow. This time I'm actually going to try hatching the cast shadow, and we'll see how that goes. You can also change the value by changing the press rip when you are using pencils or you are using color pencils, but you cannot when you are using pens. So that's just something to keep in mind. So don't rely only on that to create your change in value. So now I have my light source, my cast shadow, and my gradient from a darker tone to a lighter tone for cross-hatching.